Hi guys, Don Rice here, and it's been, I don't know, it's been a couple of months since I started playing with these canopies, but it's also been a number of weeks since I've touched them, because I've kind of grown to hate this stupid airplane. I know that'll change again with time, but at the moment I'm falling out of love with my Corsair. Anyway, what you're looking at is, this is a plastic, container lid with some tape put on it. I've wiped it all down to make it dust free. These are the two pieces of my cockpit canopy. This is the front windshield part that you've seen me working on in previous videos. It actually has some Pledge Future floor shine shit on it, which is makes it fairly clear. And so the next thing I'm about to do might actually ruin it, and so we'll see. This is the back half. This has not had any polishing done at all. This has been sanded with 600, 800, 1000, 12, 1500, 1800, and was at the point where I was ready to start hitting it with rubbing compound like I had in the previous videos. But I'm going to try what Denny out in Indiana did on his Skyraider, and I'm just going to shoot clear on it and see what happens. So this is the clear. It's a 3M product, MC161. It's a urethane. We're going to mix it up with this stuff, which is a hardener, urethane hardener, and I'm going to shoot it onto both of these pieces, and well, I'm going to hope for the best. I'm going to hope that it all just turns magically clear, and I can put an end to this whole ordeal. Hey everybody. So at the end of the last segment, I was just about to shoot clear onto these pieces, and and then you didn't get to see what happened next. So I shot the clear, and this was the piece that I had been polishing on and trying to get clear, for many weeks. This was the piece that was not clear at all. And now you can see that some clarity has come to this piece, but not because of the paint. And we'll get to that in a minute. So I shot it with clear. This piece was very milky, kind of like this, all the way across, because all I'd ever done to this piece was sand it with 2000. And the theory was that the two-part clear, would make this nice and clear. Because this piece had already been polished and was already relatively clear, when I shot the clear on this, oh my god, this piece became, crystal doesn't even, it was like it was like it disappeared completely. It was like a cloaking device. It became so amazingly crystal clear. And, but you might notice that it isn't that way anymore. More on that in a second. And this piece did not, in fact, become crystal clear. And while I was standing there trying to decide what to do, because here this thing is, it's covered in, a couple of coats of clear, and it's not actually as clear as I would want it to be. So, but this piece was, this is the windshield, by the way. And so I'm thinking, crap, I need to spend more time, with the micro finishing compound and try and get this thing to look like this does, and then shoot it with clear, and then it'll be perfect. So I'm contemplating what I should do about this, and whether or not I can even can I get the paint off while it's still wet. And while I was thinking about that, and while I was admiring this piece, I dropped it. The paint is still wet, and I dropped the damn thing. And so So that made up my mind. That kind of resolved all the problems in my head because I had no choice. I dropped it, so the paint was all dicked up at that point, and I had no choice but to try and get the paint off. And so I dunked this thing in lacquer thinner and started pulling the paint off. And so this particular piece has been used and abused, and I mean I've been working on this piece for, well, literally for months now, and with all the moving and, you know, bending and everything else that it has gone through, what happened, what I saw after I pulled used the lacquer thinner to take the clear off, is this right here. So it's like crazing, and that's not on the surface. That goes all the way through. So I mean, this piece is trash. So based on that, I'm gonna have to start over, and I'll cut a new windshield out of one of my 27 other canopies, and I will start over here pretty soon.